since I was younger. I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA stand.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Home finally from Idaho. What a freaking amazing trip I had. There's a video called Grinkfest 4 that's up on my channel. If you haven't checked that out, please do so. Tried to capture the weekend as we hung out. Had our podcast, our Arcade Outsiders tournament. It was amazing, a killer turnout. I think there was like 130 plus people that showed up. So that trip was always a blast. I always have to thank Steve at Grinkers for having us and hosting, and John and Sean, seeing those guys. It's amazing. Everyone who makes it out. I had so much fun meeting new people, hanging out with old friends. I did beer reviews with Ryerson. Just hung out with guys who I've known for years in the hobby. It's just an amazing, amazing weekend. So back home, I have a ton of beer to review. So figured we would get started by drinking a Trillium beer. This is double dry hopped 4-point pale ale. This is a 6.6% alcohol by volume pale ale from Trillium in Canton, Massachusetts. This was canned on September 13th, so today is October 20th, so we are about 5 weeks old. These double dry hop beers from Trillium, I have no problem letting them sit. It's funny, Nathan and I reviewed Never and Again on his channel, and it's getting quite the conversation started. That beer is hopped to shit, and I wasn't a fan of it. So having this at over a month old really doesn't bother me. I want to say I reviewed Galaxy 4-point. Excuse me, my voice is just still not back from the weekend. But I don't think I've ever just reviewed, I'd have to go back and look. I don't think I've ever reviewed regular 4-point pale ale. So this is Citra and Columbus hopped, and then an extra dry hopping of Citra. So got to thank my buddy Jason for sending this. Thank you so much. He had sent a couple Treehouse beers and threw some Trillium beers in as extras. So I got to figure out what the heck I'm going to send you to say thank you for that. But yeah, let's get into this one. Really, really looking forward to it. It's warm day today. I'm enjoying the NLCS right now. I'm not enjoying that the Giants choked and didn't make it, but I'm enjoying that the Cubs have made it a series. So go Cubs. It's so fun going back and forth with Dodger fans. It really is. You guys are awesome. It's a fun rivalry. You guys are really, really cool about everything. So we'll put that there. And yeah, it looks like juice. This looks actually like a beer. If you look at the Never and Again video, that looked like disgusting, like ecto cooler from Ghostbusters. This looks like a beer. There's about a finger of bright white head. When we poured it, it's dissipating rather quickly. Trillium heads usually don't stick around, I've noticed. 6.6%. There's some alcohol legs, but it looks like juice. It looks like tangerine juice. So let's go ahead and shove our nose in it and see what she smells like. It's Citra. It's massive citrus, oranges, tangerines. There's stone fruits, pineapples, peaches. Oh, it smells like juice. It's got that bubblegum thing too. It is a juice. I mean, this beer is, like we said, close to 6 weeks old now. It is exploding out of the glass. These double dry hop beers, you can let them hang out. It's nothing's going to go wrong with them. If anything, they kind of mellow out. These beers are so hoppy and so green usually when they're first canned that the Never and Again thing is kind of a weird beer, but they're asking people to sit on it. They sat on the cans for 3 weeks before they even released it, and they're telling people to sit on it for another 3 weeks. So they're asking you to drink that beer at a month and a half old, which is pretty crazy for hoppy beers, but this is no different. This is exploding out of the glass. Wow, there's a yard person somewhere, like a neighbor doing something. It's 6 o'clock. That's crazy. Hopefully that's not that loud, but dang it, my voice. It's Citra. It's, like I said, oranges, tangerines, and then you get hit with all those tropical fruits, stone fruits, pineapples, peaches, mango. It's all in there. It's bubblegummy. There's no malts. It smells killer. So, Jason, thank you so much, sir. Cheers. That's so good. That's crazy. It's just waves and waves of Citra hops. Taste follows the nose. Oranges, tangerines. There's an awesome transition from all that citrus to tropical fruits right on the middle of your tongue. It's pineapples, peaches, mangoes. A little bit of that kind of green herbaceous note that sits on the middle of your tongue for a second, and then it finishes like you're drinking juice. This is, I mean, I've talked about it. 4 Point, I think, is my favorite pale ale. Lights On's really, really good as far as like New England style, just standard pale ales. I really like Tornado that Treehouse did. And then there's other beers they're escaping me right now that Trillium and Treehouse have both done. But 4 Point, it's so good. It drinks like a 7.5% beer, but it's only 6.5% beer, and it's so flavorful, so aromatic, and it's so easy drinking. Mouthfeel it's amazing. It's perfect. It's that medium mouthfeel. I mean, it's hard to really call this a pale ale. It's more like an IPA or a double IPA even. It's so flavorful, so hoppy, so tropical fruity, so juicy. This is the perfect pale ale for me. I mean, so I've been talking a lot to Nathan about this. I don't know if I don't want to speak for him, but we were just talking about not sure if we're going to continue grading beers numerically, because when you think about beers, is there really a difference between 100 and a 98? I mean, come on. No, they're both world class. Something like this is a perfect pale ale, but people would lose their mind if I say this is a 100. I mean, does that matter? I don't know. I'd give this a 100. This to me is the epitome of a pale ale. It's perfect. It's drinks so easy. It's explosively juicy. It's flavorful. It's aromatic. The mouthfeel is on point. Carbonation, everything. There's nothing wrong with this beer. There is not a single thing about this beer that I would change. So I would say this is a perfect beer. It's a 100. Does a 100 really matter if someone else would say it's a 99? No. So I don't know if I'm just going to start saying this beer is fucking awesome, trade for it, try and get it, drink all of it, or if we continue with the grades. I don't know. Do you guys really care about numeric grades? I'd rather just sit and drink beers with you guys and kind of discuss them. I have more fun chatting with people who leave comments about beer than really caring about what I numerically score. Who the fuck cares what I give a beer? It doesn't matter. A number means nothing. You don't go to a bar and have someone give you a beer and sit next to your buddy and be like, that's a 97, this is amazing. You go, fuck, this beer is awesome, let's have 30 more of these. And then you talk about how great the beer is. You don't give it a score. So that is part of beer reviewing, I guess. I don't know. But I don't consider myself a typical beer reviewer. I'm a douchebag who drinks beer and talks about it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But this for a pale ale, this is perfect. So I love a double dry hop 4 Point. It reminds me of why I fell in love with Citra hops. This beer is amazing. So if you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.